Dragon Ball Z, Goku and Gohan vs. Cell, a father's legacy and the birth of true power. The Cell Games weren't just another tournament. They were a test of humanity, pride, and legacy. A moment where the fate of the world rested not on strength alone, but on the bond between a father and his son. The fight between Goku, Gohan, and Perfect Cell stands as one of the most emotional and thematically rich battles in Dragon Ball Z history. It's not just about defeating a monster. It's about passing the torch, facing fear, and realizing that true power comes from within. The story begins with Cell, an artificial life form created by Dr. Jiro, designed from the DNA of the greatest warriors in the universe: Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Frieza, and others. He's perfection incarnate, cold, calculating, and endlessly arrogant. After absorbing androids 17 and 18, Cell reaches his final form, declaring himself Perfect Cell and announcing the Cell Games, a tournament where Earth's best fighters must face him one by one. The prize for losing? Total annihilation. When Goku steps into the arena, there's no bravado. He's calm, collected, and eerily confident. Cell, meanwhile, is smug, certain that no one can challenge him. What follows is a breathtaking display of martial artistry. Two godlike beings moving faster than the eye can follow, their blows shaking the earth, their energy splitting the sky. Every strike between them feels like an earthquake. Every beam clash lights up the horizon. Goku fights intelligently, almost playfully, analyzing Cell's abilities. He isn't reckless or desperate. He's testing Cell's limits, and in doing so, his own. For a while, it seems like the two are evenly matched. Cell praises Goku's skill, acknowledging that no one has ever pushed him so far. But as the battle continues, Goku begins to tire. His breathing grows heavy, his aura flickers. Then, to everyone's shock, he stops. He simply lowers his arms and says, "I give up." The crowd is stunned. Goku, the eternal fighter, surrendering. But there's purpose behind his decision. Goku has realized something crucial, that he's reached his limit. No matter how strong he's become, he can't defeat Cell, but someone else can. Someone with greater potential than even himself. That someone is his son, Gohan. At first, Gohan is horrified. He doesn't want to fight. He's gentle by nature, compassionate to a fault. Unlike his father, he hates violence. But Goku looks at him with complete faith, smiling softly. "You can do this, son. I know you can." It's not just a command, it's a father's belief in his child's hidden strength. Gohan steps into the ring reluctantly, trembling but determined. Cell laughs, mocking the boy, calling Goku a fool for sending a child to die. But as the fight begins, something changes. Gohan's movements are fluid, his instincts sharp. He dodges attacks with precision, blocks blows that should have shattered bones. There's a quiet intensity inside him, a suppressed power he's afraid to unleash. Cell senses it too. He taunts Gohan, telling him that he'll never win without embracing his true rage. But Gohan doesn't want to lose control. He remembers what his anger did in the past, how it made him hurt people he loved. He begs Cell to stop, to end it before someone gets killed. Of course, Cell doesn't stop. He wants that power. He wants to see Gohan break, so he raises the stakes. Cell creates 7 miniature versions of himself, the Cell Juniors, and sends them to attack Gohan's friends, Piccolo, Krillin, Tien, Yamcha, even Vegeta and Brick. The arena erupts into chaos. The heroes are overwhelmed, beaten within an inch of their lives. Gohan stands frozen, tears filling his eyes as he watches his friends suffer. Then the breaking point arrives. Cell grabs Android 16's severed head, the last remnant of the peaceful android who had befriended Gohan, and places it near the boy. 16's voice speaks softly, his words echoing through the battlefield. "Gohan, you have the power to protect life, not destroy it. Use it. It's not a sin to fight for what's right." Then Cell crushes 16's head beneath his foot. The explosion of metal and circuitry is drowned out by silence, and then by Gohan's scream. The air itself shatters. Lightning streaks across the sky as Gohan's aura bursts forth, tearing the ground apart. His hair spikes higher, glowing gold, his eyes fierce and bright. In that instant, Gohan ascends beyond Super Saiyan, achieving the legendary form of Super Saiyan 2. Everything about him changes. His energy is calm, yet terrifying. His voice deepens. His expression hardens. This isn't the timid child anymore. This is a warrior awakened. Cell barely has time to react. Gohan moves faster than light, appearing in front of him with a single strike that sends the perfect android flying. The Cell Juniors are obliterated effortlessly, erased in seconds. The once invincible Cell now stands trembling. Gohan doesn't shout or gloat. He simply stares, his silence louder than any scream. Panicking, Cell attacks with everything he has. Energy blasts, punches, desperate screams. None of it matters. Gohan walks through the storm unharmed. One punch to the stomach makes Cell vomit Android 18, reverting him from perfect back to semi-perfect. His power crumbles. Desperate, humiliated, Cell swells his body, threatening to self-destruct and take Earth with him. Goku steps forward. With a calm smile, he places a hand on Gohan's shoulder and says, "You've done enough, son. I'll take it from here." He places 2 fingers to his forehead, locks eyes with Cell, and in an instant, teleports them both away. Moments later, there's a flash of light in the sky. Goku has sacrificed himself, teleporting Cell to King Kai's planet, where the explosion obliterates them all. Earth falls silent. Gohan collapses, tears streaming down his face. His father is gone, but it's not over. From the smoke, a single Cell regenerates. Cell returns, stronger than before, reborn as super perfect Cell, fueled by Goku's own energy. Gohan, broken and exhausted, must face him alone. The final battle begins, a test not of strength, but of faith. Cell launches a massive Kamehameha wave, one powerful enough to destroy the solar system. Gohan, weakened and hopeless, prepares to counter, but his energy falters. Then, across the void, a familiar voice speaks, Goku's spirit, encouraging his son. "You can do it, Gohan. I believe in you." That's all it takes. Gohan roars, unleashing everything he has left. Lightning erupts around him as his golden aura expands. He meets Cell's blast head-on, the 2 energy waves colliding in a blinding explosion of blue and gold. The earth shakes, the heavens rumble. For a moment, it seems like Gohan will lose, until Vegeta appears behind Cell, firing a desperate attack that distracts him for just 1 second. That's all Gohan needs. He pushes forward with one final scream, a father's spirit behind him, his own will blazing ahead. The beam overwhelms Cell completely, disintegrating him molecule by molecule until nothing remains. Silence follows. The wind blows through the ruins of the arena. The battle is over. Gohan, bruised and trembling, stands victorious. Not just as Goku's son, but as Earth's new protector. The fight against Cell isn't just one of Dragon Ball's greatest moments. It's one of anime's most powerful stories about growth, sacrifice, and legacy. It's about a father who trusted his son enough to let him fight his own battle, and a boy who learned that strength isn't about anger, but about love. Goku passed more than his techniques to Gohan. He passed his belief in doing what's right, no matter the cost. And in the end, it was that faith that saved the world. The Cell Games weren't just the end of an era, they were the beginning of a new one, the day the students surpassed the master, and the son became... If you love something,